Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we've got some bits and bobs that I've been saving up that I acquired at the end of June. So this is like my little June wrap up. So some of these were from the charity shop and some are that I bought online. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I got. So the first thing that I've got here is this gorgeous cameo brooch. This I can't remember the designer for this brooch, but there is this is under like a designer name. So yep, that is beautiful. That's the back. So that's that, and then we got these bits that I'm showing you now are in one. These are like came together like a job lot, so to speak. So then I got this Miracle necklace. The Miracle brand is like, they do like Celtic Scottish type brooches. I've got brooches I've got brooches in my shop. Have I got brooches in my shop? Yeah, I've got brooches in my shop. I collect Miracle stuff as well, but I will be putting this particular one up in the shop. It's signed at the back. Very pretty, and it's got the, looks like it's got the original chain as well on there, and that's the that's like the clasp. So let's just lay that out there. And then we have some clip-on earrings, which I'll probably just group together, to be honest, because they're of like a similar kind of vibe. So that's the, these are very 80s, I think, or is it 60s or 80s, I don't know, but these ones are on the original backing, so they're quite nice. And then we have a really, oh no, these have got a bit tangled. Let me just shake that apart. There we go. So then we've got this gorgeous blue cameo locket. Because I'm filming with one hand, so let's see if I can open it. There we go. So that's pretty. What I am going to do is change the jump ring, because look, the jump ring's a bit spoiling the look. So we need a nice gold jump ring, and that will be ready to go, ready to sell, because it's on a nice chain. So yeah, we will get that all sorted and put that up. Then we've got the screw back, some screw back earrings, probably need a bit of a clean, or they'll either go in a job lot. They might just go in a job lot, to be honest, but they're little maple leaves. And then we have this necklace, which seems quite vintage. It's like a little bell. Recently I showed you an earring, was it an earring? Yeah, an earring that I think I had in like the jeweller's job lot, exactly the same as this, but I only had one. But I am going back to the jeweller's next week, so they said they got a few more things in, and I'm going to take the rest of the stuff that I didn't take, so look out for that video, because that's going to be another good one with lots of stuff to show. So I've got to go and sort that out next Friday, so that will be the next video probably. Also, on another note, this week I got the craziest order through my Etsy shop. So I can't tell you who, like I can't tell you the details, but what I can tell you is that a child of a very famous American actor, Hollywood actor, brought something from my Etsy shop. They found my Etsy shop amongst everyone else's and brought something, but what they brought something that was out of my personal collection that I'd listed on there, that I've had for quite a few years. So it was even more special that that item went to like a celebrity house. So yeah, the child, well, not a child, they are probably a teenager. They're a teenager, about 10 years old, I calculated. So yeah, And I can't tell you how I found out either, because I don't want to give away the location either. But yeah, so yeah, that was interesting and exciting. So one for the record books. I can't even open this up. Let me see if I can open this. So the next lot of stuff is, I think this is charity shop stuff that I had. Yeah, I think this might be charity shop, I'm not sure. So this choker here is absolutely stunning. It looks so stunning on. I've tried it on. It looks absolutely stunning. Look at that. This was a charity shop find. Gorgeous. And there are glass rhinestones in there, so it's pretty heavy. It's pretty weighty. It feels nice on. It looks absolutely stunning on. You can just imagine, I think. Because obviously the way that it's structured, all of this just lays around the collarbone. It's very nice. So that's that's my favourite piece out of this whole lot. I also got this. I'm going to take the beads off here. I only got this for like £1. They were trying to sell it for £3 and the stretch has gone. I was like, well, I'll give you £1 for it. And then I'm just going to take the beads off and use them for other things. Then I got this necklace because I want the pendant from there to make a charm. So, and then I can use the necklace for as a spare for one, because I've got quite a few pendants that need necklaces to sell, that I can sell. So that is, yeah, it's quite pretty. It's a little glass pendant. I think it's supposed to be like a strawberry. And then I brought this ring. This is, look at the stone in there, amethyst. I love the way the amethyst is cut. And then we've got the gorgeous pattern there. So that was a nice little find. So let's put that there. And we got, what else is in here? Oh, we got a ring. This is my personal. I got 2 rings actually. These are only like £1, just got some costume jewellery. And this is just for me, for personal use. And then what do we have? Let me just unwrap a few things. Now, this necklace here, I would have overlooked it had it not been for the clasp, which tells me that this is a vintage necklace, especially as it's stamped on the back, because I have a few necklaces and things with this clasp on there. So this is probably from the 50s, but I have no idea what these beads are. I don't know if they're plastic or I think they're a type of plastic. I haven't got a UV light to check, but I am going to get a UV light so I can check them when I get the UV light. But they feel like some type of plastic. So yeah, I need to look. I can't put them up until I know what they are. So these are a mystery at the moment. So I need to check them. But had it not been for this clasp, I would not have picked these up because I overlooked them. And then I noticed that I thought, let me just check the clasp. And then bam. So definitely something worth, it was definitely something worth picking up. So that's those. And then what else was there? Oh, I have a brooch, but it's broken, which I was a bit annoyed about. It's not a brooch, sorry, it's a pendant. And it's broken, so I was a little bit irritated about that. It did come in that job lot with these bits, so I wasn't too annoyed, but I was a little annoyed because this is gonna snap off. Basically, this top bit's gonna snap off. There's no fixing it unless I can weld it back together, but I don't have the skills to do that. But stone in here is very nice, so I don't know whether I can do something with this. I'm not sure, but it'll be a shame to for that stone to go to waste. It is a really nice little piece. So it looks like smoky quartz in there. It's pretty heavy. It's either glass or smoky quartz or something along those lines, and it's vintage as well, so yeah, it's a shame. But I'd have to look it up. I did check this, The good thing about buying things online is that I can check them before I actually buy them. Whereas when I'm in the charity shop, I do try to do a quick search before I purchase things these days, so I'm not just buying anything. This is it's similar to like the Miracle stuff. It's the same sort of thing. I don't know whether it is a Miracle one. It could be, but it's along the same lines as the Miracle stuff here, which is obviously to do with that, but it's pretty anyway, and it's vintage, so I checked that before I brought it as well. Let me get some other bits out. So yeah, I'm really excited about this piece. This is a Monet bracelet. The person that was selling this sold it for dirt cheap. They obviously didn't know the value of Monet costume jewellery. It's signed on the clasp, and they didn't even have this in their pictures, which is how I knew they didn't really know what they had. It was just someone selling their personal stuff. So, but look how beautiful this bracelet is. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, there's a bit of wear on the clasp, but you know, it's, other than that, it's the rest of it's in pretty good condition. Gorgeous. So that will be going up in my Etsy shop. Actually excited about this. This is my first Monet piece actually, and I got it for dirt cheap, so very pleased with that. Because a lot of people that are selling Monet pieces online will sell them for the for what they're worth, so then it's not really worth me buying them because I won't make no money from them. But I'm looking for bargains like this. So first Monet piece, and it's a stunning bracelet. Gorgeous. So that's that, and then we have a few more bits, and it's got my address on this, so I'm just gonna pause the video and undo that. So the next few pieces, this is an antique piece, I think. Let me just check the it's got the date on it. These are like medals. I've got a few of them in my Etsy shop listed. I think this one's antique. These are usually antique. This is, and then they're just got like, I think they're in this like glass or resin, I'm not sure, but I don't know if they used resin back then, so it might be glass. But this has got its original chain as well. The other pendants I do have listed, I haven't got their original chains with them, so this is quite nice. It has the original chain. So yeah, this is all original. So I was quite excited to find this. I need to give it a little bit of a clean. I am, like with antique pieces, I usually don't really clean them up too much because obviously they're antique. You want to keep that kind of look to them. So polishing, I wouldn't go as far as to polish this up because it takes away. It'd be up to the person that buys this if they want to clean it up more. But I'll just give it a little, obviously just clean it in some soapy water, make sure that it's, you know, in a saleable condition. But I don't really disturb antique pieces too much. And also I do collect anything that I get that's over 100 years old. I keep, because I want to try and build up an antique collection. But there's some pieces that I'm not really interested in keeping. So like this piece, if it doesn't sell, it will just go in my antique collection, to be honest. But yeah, anyway. And then this is just this is just for personal jewelry stuff. I just like the key, and I'll just take it off this rope and reuse it in a different project. So that is my last haul of June. So where are we now? Yeah, so like I say, next week we are going to the jewellers, so I will be picking up the rest of the things that I did not collect, because I can use some of them for because I need clasps and things for other jewellery. So there's some stuff that's broken that I can reuse. There's some other bits that I didn't pick up because, you know, I had limited time. I was there and I was hand picking stuff. So I just contacted them and said, can I come and collect the rest of the stuff and I'll go through it in my own time. And then they were like, yeah, we've got some more pieces that have come in that we'll add to it. So I'll go and collect that. And so that will be the next lot of content. So that will be probably next week. Hopefully I can get a video up on that next week. But it will definitely be soon as. And then yeah, so we had famous people's children buying from the shop, which was nice and exciting. We've got some nice exciting things to list. I'm still listing at the moment I'm listing all the jewellery from the jeweller's job lot, so a lot of it is in the, I'd say about half of it is up in the shop now. So if you're interested in anything from that video, or you haven't even watched that video, that's a good that was a good haul. So go, if you haven't watched my last jewellery haul, go and check that out. There's other ones to watch as well, so you can update yourself while you're waiting for new content. And that is it from me. So if you liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe, drop a comment below to let me know if any of these pieces were your favourite. So yeah, this is things like this I like, it's interesting, but my favourite piece is the Monet bracelet and this choker. Those are my favourite pieces. Obviously that's the most interesting piece, and these are lovely pieces as well. And I really like this brooch. So there's a few nice pieces. Like I said, I got a few personal items, which is the ring, this, and the key. So yeah, I'm not sure what this, I need to research what this is, but I'll probably just pop that up for like cheap. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye 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 bye.